Hey there, Dwayne. It was really nice seeing you, buddy. So the concept behind this is 5th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. We're going to be teaching a lot of other things from that, just like, like a 1, 2, flat 3, natural 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, sharp 5, 6, flat 7, 7, 1. Going through all the notes is basically our spider exercise. That's where they all meet. But playing these 7-note exercises, if we change 3 notes, 2 notes, 1 note, we get different sounds. Like, interesting. So, the concept I wanted to talk about today was palm muting and finger muting. Harmonics are where we barely touch. We play over the metal fretting. We could even play in the middle. If we played that same scale, but finger muted, we still hear resonant frequencies. Therefore, sometimes it's good when we do a palm mute over here to make sure we know where we're plucking it. Because if our palm's down here, it changes the frequency and the distance between the two. You might get half of an octave and to get no overtones, or play it perfectly and get a harmonic right there involved with that, which sounds great. So one of the things I like you to do is try and play any of your scales: A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A. Doesn't matter where it is. You can do B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B. Anywhere. It doesn't matter if you know the notes or not. That major scale is major. Try and do the muted notes. It helps remember where those notes are, essentially, and it's another feel for your fingers. Cool. The palm over here, there's a couple different ways. You can do side palm, head palm, or where your carpal tunnel is. The way I like to do it is kind of like, let's do it with an E minor and then hammer onto the G. Hear how I didn't change it? I'm getting the A overtone right there, because that's where the A overtone is. So I essentially don't even have to change my groove from E, 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 G, E, 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 G, E, E, G, E, E, G, E. That's just one way to the side palm. The other one is the carpal tunnel, where you just hit something and you ride it. Those notes will go when you move your pick in it with distortion. Sounds really cool. And then one of the things that this is associated is with all these other types of flavors, like reggae, as you pointed out, having it on the weird beat, and then having stuff like folk or rhythm and blues, funk, jazz. These all have a certain element which is based around this note, the 16th note. Draw a single quarter, a single quarter, single quarter to single quarter, and then you connect the top of them with 2 bars. That's what a 16th note looks like. And when we count them like our quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we count them like our 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2. But what we kind of do is go 1, E, and So when we practice our spiders, let's say at the 5th fret, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and hear how the first beat is louder, it has the accent. Next time I'm going to do the 2 and only the 2. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and what about the 1 and the E of the 3? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and and if you wanted to play a full bar, 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and it's a way we could do individual notes, or we could just do full chords. The example you and I had was get that E note really droning and get 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and you could also try eighth notes that aren't all downstrokes by doing down, up, 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 down, up. And what we really want is to play the 7th fret on the A, skip a finger, skip a fret, and play the 9th fret, and then the 9th fret right above it on the G string with your 3rd finger and pinky. If you want to do 1 finger, that's great, but make sure you're just not making that full bar. We're looking for 5 chords, power chords. Mute, 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 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and what I do is I would behoove you to write down 4 16th notes right there on the page, and then put a little greater than sign above it to mark where the accent is. So if we wanted to do the 1 and the and of each one of these, but on the 2 throw in the E, we would have 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. What if we just wanted the 1 on each? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. How about the 1 on every one of these except for the 3rd and the 4th, where we do both the E's? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. See where this goes? When you practice them slow, you can do something like that. That becomes a rhythm that you could deal with at that point. That's how I get through the process of a little bit of songwriting. So when we're playing songs that have an intricate rhythm, I pick out what the tempo is. If I can tap my foot to it, it's generally going to be in 4 right away. The next thing we do is figure out what key it's in by playing the lowest note, and then working that 1 string up till you find the note that the song is in. And once you find the note the song is in, play an E major underneath it. See if it makes a happy sound or a sad sound. And very rarely will the sound you're looking for be a diminished, but they're out there. And very rarely will the sound you're looking for be an augmented, but they are out there. And we can talk about those chords next time. I'm gonna try and take a gander at Red Fang and then look at the other band. I saved it in my phone. Prehistoric, I think it was one of the songs. Long story short, I'm going to take a look at that and see if I can figure out heads for tails and have it ready for us next week and or do a video on it. It's good seeing you. Very excited. And give me a buzz if you have any questions about this stuff. Cool. Aloha.